Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, Gardening Cold Spring Harbor. I'm in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. Join me today as I will unbox a shipment of fall bulbs from Burpee. All of these bulbs I ordered a few months ago and they just arrived this morning. These bulbs are from their new 2023 fall bulb collection. And I'm so excited to share this unboxing with you today, guys. There are tons and tons of bulbs to take a look at that are inside this box, guys. So we're going to open this box together with you today. So for those of you who are looking for that online gardening channel, that offers tips, tricks, easy yet proven gardening advice to take your home gardens to that next level. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around with me today. Start with going below this video and clicking the subscribe button below. And if you want to get notified every time I upload a new garden video, don't forget to click the bell icon as well. YouTube will notify you every time a new video will be uploaded on YouTube. Now come with me and let's unbox this fall bulb shipment with you guys here in my house in my green room. Come unbox this new plant mail with me, guys, that just arrived to my house this morning from Burpee. So as I previously mentioned, I did pre-order these fall bulbs a few months ago in advance. However, Burpee did not ship them to me until a few days ago. Why? Because right now is the perfect timing to pop these bulbs into the ground here in Zone 7A. So the cool thing about fall bulbs is that most of the time you can pre-order them starting early to midsummer. However, garden centers or nurseries will not ship out these bulbs to you until it is the perfect timing to place them into the ground in that garden zone in which you live and or garden. So here in Zone 7A, fall bulbs typically start shipping sometime mid to late September, guys. So again, what are fall bulbs? Fall bulbs are those bulbs that we plant sometime in the fall that bloom for us come next spring season. So example of fall bulbs are tulips, daffodils, alliums, ranunculus, and hyacinth. So these are just some examples of fall bulbs, guys. So I'm super excited to open up this box with you together today here in my home, in my green room. So let's get started. So let's open this box together with you guys. I have no idea how everything is packaged inside. I have no idea what's inside. So let's take a look at this together and I'm going to show you exactly how Burpee ships their fall bulbs. We're going to take a look at the condition of the bulbs, the sizing of the bulbs, the packaging, everything. So here you go, guys. Ooh, so what's the first thing over here? Here are some instructions on how to plant their bulbs and bare roots. Excellent. And they also provided a $10 off coupon with the next $50 purchase or more, which is great, guys. So let's take a look. Oh, here we go, guys. Look at all the bulbs. So all the bulbs came pre-bagged, clearly labeled. I see some papers over here. Let's take a look. Yes, so these are the itemized list of all the bulbs. So I'm not going to take a look at this because I want to look at all the packages separate. You could see the bulbs come pre-labeled with the name of the plant, the sizing of the bulb, how many bulbs are in each package, and also very clear planting instructions. It tells you what the bloom season is, what the height of the plant will be, the spacing, the depth in which you need to plant, where the product came from. For example, it says this product is from Holland, and how this product was grown from cultivated stock. So now let's get started. Let's go one by one and take a look at all the beautiful bulbs that have arrived. So the first fall bulb that I have here is the Ranunculus Red, guys. You could see over here very clear instructions on the packet. It shows that there are 10 corms in this bag. It's a peony form flower, bloom season summer, and it gives you very clear planting instructions. So I chose the Ranunculus Red because of its deep red take on a springtime staple, guys. And in zones 7 and 8, Ranunculus are considered a perennial plant, meaning that it will come back and bloom year after year. The next fall bulb is the Ranunculus Purple Sensation. You could see over here in the packaging, there are 10 corms in this packaging as well. So it's a peony form flower, bloom season summer. Height will be 12 to 14 inches. And why I chose the Ranunculus Purple Sensation is because of the layers of sultry purple petals, and it adds elegance to garden borders and garden containers. And it's a product of Holland. The next Ranunculus variety that I chose this year is the Ranunculus Asiaticus mix. So this packet came with 20 corms. The mature height of these flowers will be 10 to 15 inches. Colors of the flower will be mixed colors. Bloom season spring, product of Holland. So what I found to be very interesting about this particular Ranunculus variety is that it's also known as the Persian buttercups. And it's a mix of very well balanced yellow, white, orange, and red ranunculus. They have a very fine cut foliage and productive, vibrant flowers with fine papery petals that resemble poppies. So I thought this would be a very good addition to add to my home garden. And remember, guys, ranunculus does grow and bloom from something called corms. And I do have a video on my gardening channel where I give you step-by-step instructions on how I pre-sprout my ranunculus corms prior to placing them in the ground in my home garden. The video is still available on my channel, and you're welcome to take a look at that video as well. So the next package in the box was the Daffodil waltz. You could see here on the package, this bag came with 10 bulbs. The sizing of the bulbs is 12 to 14 centimeters. So now, why I found this daffodil variety to be very interesting is because of its large flowers with fluffy cup and white petals. And its bloom season is spring, and it has a gorgeous butterfly form, and it's also a product of Holland. I do have a few existing daffodil varieties growing in my home garden, but I thought that this variety would make a great addition to my home garden. And the sizing of the bulbs is relatively large, guys. Again, the larger the bulb size, the larger the flowers will be. The next bag that was in the box is another daffodil variety. So this is the pink mixed daffodil variety. It comes with 15 bulbs in a package. The height of the plant will be 14 to 20 inches. It is also product of Holland, and you can see that it's a full sun, part sun plant. So why did I choose this variety? Because of the soft pink flowers, and I think that will be a perfect complement to the light greens in the early spring. So these are also relatively large bulbs, guys. 15 bulbs came in this package. The next plant that was inside the box is the Tulip Championship variety. Content, 10 bulbs, double red white blooms, bloom season spring, product of Holland. So why did I choose this tulip variety? I chose it because of the velvety bicolor blooms, red pink tones that I think create a very calm and attractive focal point. As I was pulling out the Tulip Championship variety from the box, I did notice a foul smell odor coming from this particular bag. So what I did was I opened this bag, which is something I don't typically do until it's time to plant them. However, the foul odor smell really got to me, and I opened the bag to check on the quality and the condition of the bulbs. And guess what I'm noticing? So healthy bulbs are supposed to be firm to the touch. They're not supposed to have any black spots, any wrinkles to them, any discoloration or signs of mold. So this is what a healthy tulip bulb looks like. However, looking into the bag, guess what I'm seeing, guys? I am seeing bulbs that do have black pigmentation and discoloration on them, white spots over here, which is the first indication of molding and rotting. So this is not good, you guys. And what's even worse is that some bulbs are completely soft and rotted out. They're hollow on the inside. So there were multiple rotten bulbs inside this packaging. Look at all this mold, guys. Ugh. So this packet I will be contacting Burpee about and definitely making a complaint and asking for a replacement or a refund, because this is absolutely unacceptable, guys. So always remember to look through the packages and to make sure that the quality is superb, guys. The next tulip variety that I ordered was the Tulip Ontario. Also came with 10 bulbs. Sizing is 12 plus centimeters, meaning the sizing of each bulb. You can see it over here. So these bulbs are actually nice and firm to the touch. I'm not smelling any foul odor. And why I decided to go with Ontario variety this year is because of their striking pointed blooms that complement very well with their red veined leaves. So before this tulip even starts to bloom, their red veined leaves will already make such a statement in my home landscape. The next tulip variety that I chose this year is the Tulip Lorenzo. 10 bulbs in the pack, sizing 12 centimeters plus, double orange blooms, guys. I loved seeing a picture of this tulip variety. I loved seeing the layered fiery tulip color. And I think that this flame-like double tulip makes such a sophisticated statement in a home garden and in landscaping in general. Can't wait to add this stunner to my home garden. Moving on, the next tulip variety is the Sundown Tulip. Came with 10 bulbs. Each plant will be 12 to 14 inches in height. Flower color, red, yellow, bloom season, spring. So why did I choose Sundowner? Why? Because it changes colors, as the name suggests. It starts with yellow petals in early bloom. Then the petals change color from yellow to orange, and over time, the flowers become bright red. Another very cool thing about this tulip variety, the Sundowner, is that it has full double layered flowers. So there are multiple layers of petals per flower, And you cannot miss the stunner, guys. It's noticeable from a distance due to its coloring. And by the way, the Sundowner blooms late spring. Moving on to the Tulip Marine, guys. Tulip Marine is one of the largest white color tulips in the world. It blooms late spring and it blooms classic single white colored blooms. You can see the sizing of the bulb over here, relatively large. They're about 12 centimeters. But the pure white color of this late bloomer is absolutely stunning. Take a look, guys. Mature height will be all the way up to 2 feet. That tells you how large these blooms are bound to get. So with the late blooming bulbs, I highly recommend planting them in front of your early bloomers. Why? Because when the late bloomers start blooming, the early bloomers are going to be done, spent. So the late bloomers will cover up all of the spent foliage from your early bloomers. It's basically going to masquerade what's going on while the early bloomers are still sending energy back to their bulbs. Moving on to the next tulip variety, which is called the Giant Orange Sunrise. So this package came with 10 bulbs. Mature height of the plant will be 10 to 12 inches. Flower color is orange. And let me explain to you why this name is its name, guys. First and foremost, take a look at the sizing of the bulbs. They're large. They're really large. Here, let me bring the Tulip Marine back and show you how much smaller the marine bulbs are compared to the Giant Orange Sunrise. They're about a time and a half larger than many other tulip varieties. Also, the Giant Orange Sunrise tulip carries the title of the world's largest tulip. Its bloom sizing reaches up to 10 inches. And another cool thing is that this stunner will bloom in early spring, guys. So imagine that stunning pop of color. So moving on to the next tulip variety, and that is Tulip Apricona. Came with 10 bulbs. The color is rose apricot. Height is 16 inches when mature, and it blooms in spring, of course. But the cool thing about this variety, the Apricona, is that it's an early yet very long bloomer, meaning it blooms early spring, but it blooms for a while. The flowers don't die off for a long time. So it has large rose pink petals, as the description suggests. And again, they bloom for a long period of time in the early spring, which is great because you get that continuous pop of color. And when planted in larger quantities, that will produce such a stunning pink wave of color in the early spring, guys. So again, the bulbs feel nice and firm to the touch, and I'm not sensing any foul odor coming from this packaging. So this tulip variety is a stunner, guys. It is called Queen of Night. You could see it came with 10 bulbs. So when it's mature height, it will reach up to 2 feet in height, guys. So Queen of the Night, why such a name? Because this tulip variety is so dark purple that it almost looks black. You guys just saw the picture of this tulip, and in the sunlight, it looks pretty much black color, which I think is so stunning. It blooms late spring, and it's an incredibly exotic looking tulip with deep purple burgundy blossoms. And again, they're so dark, they almost look black. Moving on, so this is the Tulip Honeymoon. Content 10 bulbs, color white. Bloom season spring, product of Holland. Why did I choose the Honeymoon variety? Because of its faultless white petals, guys, with crystallized edges. Bulb size of 12 centimeters. Bloom season is mid to late spring, guys. Looking at that picture, don't you think that those beautiful crystallized edges on the petals look absolutely beautiful? It definitely does not look like your average tulip variety. Last but definitely not least when it comes to the tulips. So this is a tulip orange balloon, guys. Isn't that name just so interesting? Came with 10 bulbs, mature height 18 to 20 inches, which is pretty tall, guys. Flower color orange, bloom season spring, full sun to part sun. So why did I find this particular variety to be so captivating and interesting? Because of its large blossoms that will captivate you and others from the distance. As when they bloom, they kind of look like large, hot air balloon, guys. Blooms mid-spring. Can't wait to see these beautiful, huge orange blooms that will remind people of large, hot air balloons. Moving on, I did also order 2 hyacinth varieties. So this hyacinth is Holly Hawk variety. Came with 5 bulbs in the packet, mature height 8 to 12 inches, so about a foot. Flower color crimson red, guys. The double crimson red blooms. Oh my goodness. And take a look at the coloring of the bulb. Can you see that the bulbs are deep purple colored? Almost burgundy. Hence, their deep pink, almost red blooms. I'm so excited to pop these babies in my home garden. I already have some hyacinth growing by my front door. So I think I'm gonna add these to that location as well. Also nice and firm to the touch. And I'm not seeing any molding, and I'm not smelling any foul color. So this is great. So the next hyacinth variety is called City of Harlem, guys. 5 bulbs in a packet, height 8 to 10 inches, flower color yellow, guys. But as you just saw in the picture, it's not really yellow. It reminisces almost an off-white color. So it's an heirloom Dutch hyacinth variety, which was initially introduced back in 1898. It blooms mid-spring, and it starts with this primrose yellow coloring. And as the blooms mature, the coloring may change from primrose yellow to a more off-white ivory coloring. Don't you think that's gonna be an absolute stunner, guys? The last flower variety that I chose to order this year are my alliums. So this is an allium Gladiator. Package came with 3 bulbs, mature height up to 24 inches, which is 2 feet. Flower color purple, guys. I wanted to show you how large the bulbs are. So they're relatively large. So the sizing and the coloring of this allium variety is an absolute showstopper in the late June garden, guys. So yes, these flowers bloom in late spring to early summer, and each flower head has a huge 6-inch diameter and a globe-like cluster of hundreds of tiny lilac purple flowers, and the bulb size is 20 centimeters and up. And its strong tubular stems make a dramatic addition to any back of a border, guys. So this is going to be a stunner come late spring, early summer. Next alien variety is Gigantanum. 3 bulbs. The sizing is 20 plus centimeters. Purple color, blooms spring or summer. The bulbs are absolutely huge, you guys. Huge and very heavy too. So this flower, this alien variety blooms in giant 8-inch blooms. And they're the largest blossoms of any ornamental onions. And the bulb size can increase 20 centimeters in sizing. So this variety has the largest blossoms of any alien varieties. Next alien variety is the Pinball Wizard variety, 3 bulbs, height between 14 to 24 inches, so it could reach a height of 2 feet, guys. So that is huge. Flower color purple. And another cool thing about it is that they're large globes, glow in the hot violet on top, and slightly fragrant foliage. So not only are these stunners give you beautiful color, they also have a fragrant foliage. So the bulb size is 20 plus centimeters, and they give you a pop of color in your garden between finale of the spring bulbs and summer perennial bloom. Nice large bulbs. So just as your spring bulbs are starting to die back, but your summer perennials haven't bloomed yet, the alien Pinball Wizard will help you out there when it comes to that pop of color in that between season time frame. Last but definitely not least packet over here from my Burpee box. And this is also an alien, however, it's a Rosenbachinum mix, 3 bulbs. Take a look at the height. I kid you not, guys, 2 to 3 feet in height. Flower color purple and white. So why is it called a mix? Because some bloom in purple color, some bloom in white, and some even bloom in blue. So this is a brilliant mix for beginner bulb gardeners. This variety is very easy to grow and it's versatile. And they produce 5-inch globes of star-shaped flowers, which again bloom in either purple, blue, or white colors. And these alliums are deer resistant. So bulb size is 16 inches and up. You can see how nice and large the bulbs are. And this guy blooms in late spring to summer time, guys. So this is going to be a showstopper. This is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here today in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A, as we unboxed a new shipment of fall bulbs from Burpee. For those of you who enjoyed watching this video, if you found the content of this video to be helpful, informative, useful in any way, show me that support, guys, by clicking thumbs up below. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Let me know, guys, have you purchased any fall 2023 bulbs just yet? If so, share with me, what flowers did you choose to purchase? What varieties? How many bulbs did you purchase? From which garden center did you purchase them from? I love communicating with each and every single one of you. I personally read all of your comments and respond to every single one of you guys. For those of you who haven't yet subscribed to my gardening channel, Gardening Cold Spring Harbor, what are you waiting for, guys? Do so today. It's super easy. Go below this video, click the subscribe button below. Super easy for you, yet so pleasing and rewarding to me, knowing that you guys enjoy watching my videos, that you find the content of my videos to be helpful and useful in your own home gardening, guys. Be healthy, happy, be well, each and every single one of you guys, and happy gardening, and I'll see you again in my new upcoming gardening videos. Bye, guys.